Yeah, so we have a lot to do. Still, still a lot of stuff to do, but I do think that it's going to be finished, and we're gonna have an awesome launch. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Um, so if you guys weren't here last Friday, basically what's going on is we were able to set up the app to receive the data from our server, our node middleware, right? And that's sending up all our events from Streamlabs. All those events are coming in. We're able to filter those out in a sense where uh, we created this little component called app event list. And the app event list will end up having, um, we'll end up sending that over with this message service. Basically, it just subscribes to it. And now we're going to figure out how we can actually start writing that stuff to the screen. That's the cool stuff for today. And yeah, we're gonna go from there. And we're just gonna kind of build on top of that. It's basically today is really working with showing everything on the screen, um, starting to place this UI, um, not like perfect UI, but some UI slowly but surely, right? So that's what we're gonna do today. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started then, really. That's pretty much all I had. Um, I don't know, so technically day 21 would be, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I think it would be Friday. So I think what we'll end up doing is we'll finish up this Friday, and then next week, either Monday or Tuesday, we're going to do a launch stream. So essentially, instead of programming stuff, we're going to go ahead and, like go on Reddit, go on Twitter, go on different sites and start posting about SimpleAlerts. Try to get people using it. And then so that should be a fun stream. But we'll see how we go. We'll see how it goes. Is this your job? Or if not, what do you do? No, this is not my job. This is just side projects that I like to do. Um, I work as a custom apps developer. Like a consultant developer. Cool. So my first thought was we need to go ahead and get some sort of structure set up. And so in our event list, I created a property called event list. And essentially every time a new event comes in from that dashboard, we're going to go ahead and push that into our event list. So let me go ahead and get this HTML out here. And essentially, we're just going to set up a list, right? And then we can just do our for loop in here. And if I can remember properly, we had to do some like Angular 5 template for loop. It's like ngIf or something along those lines. Yeah, like joke of jokes. Okay. So if we do like a div, it's called class events, and then here it's with the star. Yeah. Star ng4. Event of or in of, and then event list, right? And essentially we're just going to close this up. Oh, oops. All right. And that's all we have. So how come they're not using joke anywhere here? New HTML using the element is attached as a template. Ah, there it is. There it is. Okay, cool. And then we can just do like we'll just do an H4 for now, just to see what's up. And then we can do like event dot. I don't know. I guess it depends, right? But we can do event.id for now. See what comes out. Yo, sure, I'm legit. Welcome in. How's it going today? Are you building a donation alert? Not really. So I'm building a project that will take in donation alerts, follow alerts, subscriber alerts, bit cheers, all that type of stuff, and it's going to display in a way that's easier to read when you have tons of alerts coming in at once. So basically applying a filter to it. We're going to be getting to the filter stuff hopefully today or tomorrow. But yeah, welcome in. Alright, let's get our ng serve up. And then we're going to get our npm start. Yeah, so this should just start logging out our event IDs, and that's fine for now. That's something else to think about is, like, what are we going to be able to do with this, right? Like, we have our follower donation and cheer events, but all of them have different data types or data models. That's pretty cool. Hey, yo, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Hopefully it will be pretty cool. I'm excited for it. The UI is not really there. We're doing a lot of back-end stuff. We have been, and we're going to be doing a little bit more today. But hopefully starting getting into more of the stylizing tomorrow. Okay, so at this point we should be able to connect. And then we approve it. Cool, we're in. Thanks for connecting to the WebSocket. And then we can start sending out test alerts. Let me go ahead and go to my real quick so I can send out these test alerts. All right, so I think at this point we should be good. We should be hitting here. Let's see, I'll do a test follow. Data has been sent. Yeah, there you go. There's our first ID. There's our second.
This is a test.
Test subscription, test bits. So here, every time a new event's coming through, we're gonna go ahead and get this. So it's awesome, it's working. Sweet, man. That's looking good. Looking pretty good so far. So it's exactly doing what we want. Sweet, that was pretty easy. I thought this was gonna be a little bit more. But alright, that works too. Yo, Matt, what's up, my man? What's up, my man, Alec? What's up, my man, Matt? How's it going, dude? Thanks for coming by. Oh, yo! Oliver, that's dope, dude. Pixel on the big screen. Let's go, baby. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate that. That's awesome. And Matt, I'm doing all right, man. We got this set up so far, so that's pretty cool. Our events are getting pushed in, no problem. I think, hey, there we go. What's up? Sure, I'm legit. Thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you coming by today. But yeah, so essentially that's what we're doing. We now need to... We want to set this up in a way where we are creating these dynamically, right? So we need to know what type of alerts we're expecting here, meaning our event type. So I think the first thing is creating a title here. Let me cancel this real quick. And so a property would be title. This will be a string as well. This is what's going to be displayed maybe at like the top of our event list, right? Oh, I gotta go to the gym, but have a good stream. Sorry, I couldn't say. No worries, man. Have a good time at the gym. Kill it out there. Alright, so we're going to create a h3 tag real quick. We're going to call this title. And then we can do something like I don't know. What will our title be, I guess? Right now on init we can just go this dot title equal to test event list. Cool. Yeah, so we'll set up a test event list title there on init. Our event type. Okay, so I'm thinking what we might want to do is on every push, right, which is happening right here, we just pass in the event type. Like we pass in a string with that. Or our object that we get it includes that. So like our new follower, we have a model set up for that. Let me go to models real quick. Where you at, models? Shared models, yeah. All right. So here, right, like we have ID, timestamp, from, amount, blah blah. Maybe there we can put like type, string type or something, right? That will show what data type we're working with. But this is, now I think about it, this is more when we instantiate it, right? So we know what type is in there. So this might be actually a new array of string. Oh, my bad. Event types. Okay. Yeah, because here what we can do is we can set up, we can pass in all the different event types that we want to listen to, and then we just search through this when we get an event, right? Because the thing that I've been running into is this message service will broadcast to every single event following it, every single subscriber. So I need to make sure that I filter it out in some way. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm going to sneeze real quick. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, so we need a way to make sure to either push or not push certain events when we get them. Well, what I could do is when we instantiate a new instance of this, we just pass in the we pass in the event types, right? So like right now, let's go ahead and set like, we'll do it ourselves, but essentially we're just going to pass them in ourselves. So we can do like new follower. Let's do a new follower, and let's do a new cheer. Perfect. And then we still need to pass something along with our event to know what it is. So I think on our models, we're going to want to include a type. Even though it seems kind of weird to me because like we know what the event is. Oh, maybe we can check to see if like what type it is, meaning we check to see if it is a cheer, like a cheer model, or a follower model, or something along those lines, right? Yeah, I'm not sure. Nah, let's just do the string, I think, for now. So we'll just go through each model. So we'll do this dot type, and this will equal like new cheer. Type string. This is a donation though. Donation. All right, and then we have cheer. Dot type. Alrighty. So we have donation. We have cheer. Follower. Okay. And then subscription. Totally spelled subscription wrong. Let's make sure we spell that right. Okay, there we go. What happened here? Oh, I put a colon. All right, there we go. Okay, so now we have our type. So essentially what we can do now is we can say if event.type it's passing as an any at this moment. Oh, and then we can also cast it as the correct object as well. So this actually might work out pretty well. Or we do this dot event types dot search. How do that? Or contains. Oh, you just use index of. Okay. If it does not equal it, so we can do this dot event types dot index or includes. What's includes? Or array dot includes. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, so if the includes anything from our event type. Would instance of work rather than type variable? I don't know if it works for classes. Oliver, I don't know, man. I think. Let's see, instance of. My object instance of. If you want to accept the prototypal nature of JavaScript, you can use instance of which checks the prototype chain. Ah, maybe so. That actually might be. That actually makes a little bit more sense, in all honesty, because then we don't even have to add in this new property of event type. We just had to. We had to know what types are included in this event list component. I guess you couldn't do multiple. Yeah, exactly. That's also the other thing. But you could, like, you could pass in different types to this. So you can make this event list type as array of any. And you can pass in like cheer, follower, and then you can check for those, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm not sure. I think dealing with strings might just be it might be a tiny bit easier. So I think let's stick with that. Let's see what happens there, dude. All right. So this event list dot push event. And that should be good. And then else we can just do like console.log event type not part of this component. Something like that. And we'll do npm start. I need to figure out how to pass in arguments into a component. I'm not sure how to do that. All right, localhost 4200. Connect. Prove it. All right, so we're in. We have our socket. So we're first going to do a follow event. And that should show here. Follow events works. Next was the cheer. Cheer works. And now if I do a subscription, we shouldn't get anything. Yeah.
This is a test.
Yeah. So event type not part of this component and it doesn't show up here. So working out perfectly. Awesome. Good stuff. So now I need to figure out how to pass in arguments into a component. I have no idea how. Uh, 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 since you want to bind a custom property, import, input, and on changes from core, and then implement as input to create your custom property, you pass in oh, so you can pass it in like so. Huh. Okay, we might be able to use that then. So this dot my string array. Oh, but input number is the first thing. I think this, the event types, should be our input. Yeah, pass in. Oh no. Right here. Can't find input. Oh, we might need it like so. And it's just going to be of type array string. Still can't find input though. Oh, inputs. At the top here. Maybe that's something that we're missing. Oh, I had to put a string probably. Input director, use the input property director instead of inputs. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing though. But you're still giving me issues, buddy. Let's see if I'm missing something. Might be missing something. Here. Inputs. Oh, do I need a... That's probably what I need to do. On init. Input. I forgot. Simple fix. That could have done it. So essentially we have that, and then in our constructor, right, we could just do it like this. We pass it in. And then it just is set up on yeah, okay. So let's go ahead and do that then. So if I move this over here, we can do app event list, and we can do, what is this thing called? Event types. content types. And then we have this equal to, I don't know how this works with an array. I think we can just do comma separated. So we can do new follower and then new cheer. Do I need to do it like this? I'm not sure. But pass in array of strings angular 5. Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so it's just okay. Easy enough, I guess. Says we're good there, but it's not liking it in our text editor, so that's fine. Can't really do much about that. Cool. And then also we have a title input. It actually might work out pretty well. Oops. Let's take this. We can do at input. Pass this in as title. Title. Why did it do that? I just want like that. Oh, that's why. Ah, that's what the issue was. Do I have to put no, I don't have to put any commas here. I think I should be good. Alright. Let's try it. So we can do one here, essentially. And then let's make another one. And this one we'll do some new title, some other title. And here we can do new subscriber. Right, let's just pass in one. Yeah. Why isn't it like it here? Oh. But these are both our input properties. So what's the problem? This is a string. Why is that a problem? Let's see, multiple inputs in I'm so confused. Oh, do I have to do it like this maybe? So you have select, you have scene change, count. You can see I've changed count to init. So how does this make an effect? Oh. That was weird. Song just died. Let me reload it real quick. That was really weird. Yeah, so I'm doing it right. I don't understand what it's complaining about. Let's just start with 1 just to make sure that it's working correctly. I don't know. Yo, Barney Revel. Thank you for those 2 bits, my dude. Much appreciated. I like my boys with beards. That's what's up. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. I like boys with beards too. Beards are fun. Yeah, I got a little trim yesterday. You know, had to trim up a bit. I gotta trim down here a little bit more, but probably happen later today. How's it going, Barney? You doing all right? All right, let's see something. Does this work here? All right, we got some event data. You see that? It's coming in. Nice. Barney, I also like your neck beard. Thank you. Thank you. It's not all right. It's like partial neck. It's not like huge neck. But I do appreciate that either way. Thank you for those biddies, my friend. Much appreciated. It doesn't like something in my event list here. Ah, I know. There we go. I'm not sure. What the heck happened to my badge? Okay, glad it's back. Excuse me. What are you making? So, excuse me, sorry. So I'm making a streaming alerts organizer application, essentially. So essentially, you're going to get a bunch of these different alerts that come in from Streamlabs, and it lets you filter them. Yo, Barney with those bits. Thank you so much again for that. Those 2 bits. Let's make babies. Oh, buddy. Not sure I can do that. So sorry. So sorry about that. But yeah, it takes all your alerts in from Streamlabs, and it's going to filter them in a way that makes the most sense, based on certain filters. So you can see down here, your cheers are actually coming in as events on my channel. But something's broken right now, so it's not appearing. And yeah, that's what the issue is right now. But thank you again for those total of 6 biddies. It's really awesome. Why you resubbed to yourself 2 times? I know. I'm wild. I think I'm so good sometimes I have to just keep resubbing. You really love yourself. I do love myself a lot. But I don't know what this issue is here. Simply passing a string into the input director. Let's see. Input decorator. Yo, Digital, what's up, man? Welcome in. You must donate to talk here. No, no. You must donate. The thing that's broken is your use of JavaScript. No. We're using TypeScript. BTW. Well, I don't... I'm confused, because test? Yeah, I should just pass in like that, right? Does that mean I need... No, that should be right. Did you pick a esoteric language for the next project? I have not, Digital. I have not yet. You posted a good amount on there, which I appreciate. You purchased like Fim++? Yeah, I gotta look into it. I was thinking next project I might go back to doing some iOS. There was an augmented reality app I was working on before I started this that I wanted to finish up. Actually, here's an idea. I bought that clears chat till someone donates. I mean, that's honestly, Barney, that's a pretty cool idea. But I don't know. I don't know how people would feel about that, in all honesty. Alright, so do I need to do this, maybe? I'm like sort of confused why this array is not working. I'm actually working on a project, but I'll whisper it to you. Don't want to share. You'll have an orgasm. Sounds good, Barty. Yeah, I'd love to hear about it. Div data. I'm doing it right. Do you know what HoloLens is? I do know what HoloLens is. Yeah, okay, so an app, event list, TypeScript, event types, an array of strings. Curious. Okay, so if I go here, I approve it. So no issues there. Why? Maybe I just need to refresh the page, which I didn't do before. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's try this. No issues there. Okay. I think Visual Studio Code is lying to me, guys. I hate when that happens. So let's try putting in our second one here. Legit. Hi, Loxels. Loxels Loco. Welcome in. How's it going today? Hey Barney, sounds like a cool project. I hope to see some progress on it. All right, and I think I understand why now. I get it. I understand where I messed up. This is kind of weird. This double then single quotes thingy. Some new. Holy, if I can spell. All right. do this here. And we do some other events. So this will be good. We need to pass in stuff. Don't need this here. Connect with our Streamlabs here. Some other events, some new events, right? So let's take a test here. We have a new subscriber event and we have a new follower and cheer event. So in the some other events section, we should only see our new followers and new cheers. Alright, let's try something else as well, maybe. How does ngIf work here? Let me check that real quick, because then what we can do is we can say event if this, that, this. We know exactly what we need to print out. We're going to say from. I think all of the events have a from. Let's try that. It's going to do that. It's going to break. Actually need to do it over again. I need to fix that so bad. It's like a refresh deal. I don't know what the problem actually is with it, to be honest. Okay, cool. So we'll keep that there. I'm going to go trigger some events. So first is our test follow. Oh boy. That has to do, don't worry about that. That has to do with the some issues that happens when you rebuild the server. So that was with the follow. Another cheer event. Same deal. So we get some cheer events in there. And then our subscription event.
This is a test.
Oh, our subscription event didn't work, actually. Which is new subscriber. New subscription is probably what it is, that's why. New subscription. Alright. So here, I'm gonna actually restart the server because I don't want it to show 1,000 requests again. Alright, cool. So we'll connect with Streamlabs, we approve it. We'll get our test subscription event.
This is a test.
Maybe not. Okay. Let's go to our subscription model, make sure it's correct. New subscription. New subscription there, yeah. From. We do have a from as well. So this is either a bug. I think it might be a bug because Hey guys, sorry about that. Poo time. Poo wage calculator. You guys are weird. Oh man. I'll tell you straight up if I gotta take a dump. Don't worry about it. No, it's I've been having this really weird throat issue. I don't know what it is. Work poop. Oh my god, I love this. This is awesome. In case you guys are curious. Calculate poop pay. Man, dude, I could be a freaking millionaire if I kept track. That's hilarious, dude. Thanks for sharing, Barney. That's awesome. Alright, so let's get back to this then. What we need to end up doing is create... Oh, guys, I realized why the subscription wasn't working. Because, so I have subscription here. And I have subscription here, but I commented it out. And essentially, it wasn't reading it didn't know what the event type was. Like, it didn't know what model it was. So I needed to change this. That's what I wanted to do. I have an app for my phone. That's the one? That's hilarious, dude. You're the one. That's hilarious. Oh my lord! Yo! Saints into the Sea. Thank you so much for that host with 11 viewers. Welcome in, everyone from Saints into Sea. Wow, that's awesome. Thank you for that host. We're here today. We're working on a streamer app project that you can check out here at this GitHub link. It's a streaming tool that will organize all your events into a filtered way, and based on certain filters. So, yeah, thank you so much for that. Huge shout out to you, Saints into Sea. Much appreciated. But yeah, feel free to check it out. Feel free to ask questions. Glad to have you guys here. Thank you. Yo, Sergio, what's up? Welcome in, man. Guauzilla, thank you for the follow. Welcome into the team. Thanks for joining in today. Okay, so again, what we were doing, we were changing the subscription name because this is going to run into an issue every time. I don't know what to call it though. I'm not sure, because I can call it subscription. But then I'm going to run into that issue, so I need to call it something like... I have no idea. I want to look something up first. Two imports with same name. How do I get around that? Ah, you can do as alias. That's what I want. I want that one. So I can do as sub. Can I do it like that? go. All right, that's much better. Cool. So I knew it. Okay, I was gonna go through this whole thing. Guys, Google. Google's the way to do it. But so we have that set up there. What else do we need? We need to do that, push our events. All right, cool. So that should now be working properly. We are going to create models for each item. So I think it might be wise to create folders within here, so you can do like a follower folder, right? I like starting with follower. Whoa. Yeah, follower. And then here we can create a new file. We can do follower. Maybe we can do follower item. Follower item dot model dot ts. I don't know if models work the same way with the dash for naming, but I'm going to do it like that. Like event list seems to be something similar. I don't think it's camel case. If any of you guys know Angular and you know the common scenario of this, let me know. But essentially what we should be able to do is basically, let me get my follower model up here. Yeah, buddy. We should be able to use this same stuff to create our item out of it. So we'll do export class follower item. Sudo remove Angular will fix it. Barney, what are you talking about? To fix what? So I think in our follower item we want a our model. Essentially, well, this is kind of dumb now I think about removing Angular from your life. No, Barney, no, we're not removing Angular from my life. I feel dumb doing this. This makes no sense because that's why we have the model set up to begin with, right? Sudo remove TypeScript. You guys. What's up, Numphin? Welcome in. Welcome back. Guys, I like Angular. Alright? Come on. Come on now. Alright, so we need to figure out the type. Essentially, so find type. No one cares, just remove it. I like Angular fishing too. Man, it's like the you guys are interesting. I'm trying to think what the game plan here should be. So given our events, right, for each component, now it makes me think that I should make like a event model. Because if we have all these different events, we have the models for each type of event, but how are we going to actually display it? I guess maybe we can do like some sort of ngIf, right? I think ngif only, yeah, I think it only works with booleans. I'm not entirely sure. So we know what the event type is, right? We know what event we're getting. So how can we use that to display our events? Because these events can be a bunch of different events. It's not all going to be the same type. And if it's not the same type, we know that. But that, okay, so that was my thought behind making a event property. Because let's list out the ones that we, like the data that we want in here. I'm playing Rocket League, so everything you're saying is going over my head. No worry, Digital. Enjoy your time. So we want a from, right? We want who it's from. We want the message. I don't even know what Angular, excuse me, I don't even know what Angular does. From, message, and then we have like amount, like sub, resub, month. What else do we need? So from our message and the amount resub, and then I think that's it for now, right? What else do we have in our models here though? Where are my models? Oh, timestamp. So time. Angular has 180 degrees. It corrupts your brain. Okay, so obviously you guys are not fans of Angular. So what is your go-to front end single page application library? I want to know what you guys use. It sounds like you guys are potentially React people. I'm just curious. I want to know. I want to get people's different perspectives. From amount, so we can have string amount as well, currency, message, follower, timestamp ID. We probably want to put the ID on here, right? Of something. Yeah, just so we have track of the event by ID as well. Barney, Angular. Okay, so you choose to use Angular. You just don't like it that much. Sergio, React, Vue, Meteor, Angular. Okay. I've heard a lot about Vue.js. Very interested to learn more about it. I don't know too much about it at the moment. Oh, and then potentially we need a subplan. So, tier. Whoa. Not Angular, but AngularJS, the first. Oh, gotcha. What's the reason why you prefer that, Sergio? I'm a huge fan of the CLIs with these types of things. Okay, so that looks like the event data we're going to need. So I think we can just add all these into our component, right? We have our inputs there. What if I want to do something else? I think I might want to change this to RX sub description. And then so for each of these, right, we have our event list, but we don't have an event. I think we should make a event property, like an event item. Although when it comes down to it, JavaScript is a very hairy language. Yeah, it is. You're right. You're right. Barney, I prefer to do Golang. I've heard a lot of that too. It makes me unhappy as a developer. Yeah, it does, but there's... It feels dirty, but it's also so useful at the same time, you know what I mean? The forgivingness of it is also very nice, in my opinion. Okay. I just don't know how I really want to do this. I hate when this happens. I'm not sure how I want to do this. I think we should create a event model, and our event model will hold this info. I just like a combination of everything, and then we just create a new event model and just throw it in here, and then we know exactly what we're looking for every time. I hate JavaScript, but I do more InfoSec. Okay. Yeah, a lot. I think it depends on what you work with consistently, and then what you're actually trying to build. JavaScript can be a terrible idea for certain things. But better for others, obviously, right? Tomorrow you realize there's a 9% pass chance on your course? Holy moly. Dude, best of luck. You got this, though. You got this, man. Alright, so let's create our event model. And let's go ahead. We know we want this stuff. What was it? I keep getting confused on my... There we go. On my Windows keyboard to do Mac stuff. Scare them with node.js callbacks. That's what I used to... When I first started doing a lot of JavaScript stuff and I learned about callbacks, I was that person that was just like callback after callback after callback. It was crazy. Not a good time. Alright, so we'll do ID string. I think we can put a timestamp in here. And then we can do our from, which is also going to be our string. A message, which is also going to be another string. Amount. Let's do a string for this as well. We want to do basically everything a string. Let's do sub tier string. Isn't that trailing block of parentheses so aesthetic? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Prescription sub tier. Oh, yeah, it's sub plan. Okay, let's make sure we try to stay consistent with that. Right, ID, timestamp, from, message, amount, sub plan. All right. Essentially, we want that. And our constructor that we pass in, be our event, and then it could be of type any, because we don't know which one we're going to get in. We know we're always going to get an ID. For sure. Every time we're getting an ID. Every time we're getting a timestamp. Each time we're getting a from, it's always coming from someone. Or it's happening. Like if it's a follower, it's always going to have a follow event. Our message is one that does not happen in every single event. So how should I do this? Yeah, so these other ones, we'll always get these. Now we do conditionals here, so maybe we can say if event.message, this dot message is equal to event.message if event.amount, right? If we have some amount, same deal. Let me see the resub month. Months, that's what it's called. So let's change this property to that. Do an event here. A message. Amount, and then subplan, and this is supposed to be months. Subplan, we can say this dot subplan is equal to event dot subplan. So what I noticed from before is if the property does not exist, it actually just doesn't set anything on there and it won't print anything out, which I think is a good thing, right? In this sense. Yeah, so we're always adding an ID to the event. Oops. We're always adding the timestamp and always who it's from. So I think those three are set, and then depending on what the event is, it will have a message, amount, month, or subplan. And then what we can do is in our event list, we bring in our event model, and all we have to do is pass in all we have to do is create a new event, and we can just pass in our new event, and that's about it, which will be pretty sick. And then from here we can start listing all our stuff here. But I think right now what I want to do is I just want to take kind of this approach and just print everything out, right? Oh, and then we can start setting this as a event blah. Where is this? Where'd it go? Wrong one. Our event list here. as an event. There we go. You're ugly and disgusting. Wow, what a name. Hey, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. What's this alert tool do? So this alert tool is actually going to take all the events from your Streamlabs, and it's going to apply a filter to them and organize them in a way that makes the most sense. So some of these filters could be like the time a certain event comes in, maybe like a donation amount. If you break a certain threshold, it displays that in a certain way. So that's the game plan right now. And this has been a 3-week project that I've been working on. We're on day 17 right now, so we have about 4 days left. You can check out the GitHub link right there if you're interested to keep track and see some code. But yeah, the plan is to finish this up by this Friday, and we have a lot to do still, but it's coming along and it's been pretty fun. Thanks for stopping by. You're ugly and disgusting. Clever name, dude. Clever name. Sergio with that follow. Thank you very much for the follow, Sergio. Welcome to the Pixelogic team, man. Glad to have you here. Damn, it's pretty interesting. Hey, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. But yep, TypeScript. That's what we're using. Yo, Natsu, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you very much for coming by today. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it's a pretty clever idea. And it's been a good time so far. I've been having definitely a good time with it, so. I don't know much about Angular. I know like a little bit amount, but yo, you're so ugly and disgusting. Thank you for that follow. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Glad to have you here. Man, just what a name. I'm just so curious, like, how or why did you come up with that name? All right, we have timestamp. I think it's gonna. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess I can just do a break. It's so janky, but whatever. It's my formatting tool. I guess I don't need this shit. Oops. Ah. So I just recently switched over to VS Code, and I'm liking it. It definitely has a lot of nice improvements. I came from Atom. Wow, I almost forgot. And it's like, it's nice, but this linter tool is like sort of annoying, in my opinion. It's like sort of stupid. But I guess I can turn it off, right? Like, I don't have to have it on. But I do want to have it on. That's the whole point. There we go. And then we have event.mount. And I'm going to see, I'm curious to see what happens with this. If it's just going to put an empty something in there, or if we're gonna have it actually not set up there, which would be nice. And then subplan. Okay. So that should be it then. And let me go to my dashboard component real quick. We can close out of this. So this is what we have set up. So the first one's going to be listening to new follower and cheers, and the second one's going to be listening to subscriptions. So with that said, let's go ahead and npm start this guy. I wish I had it on when you guys followed, so I could have had the real events, but That's all right. Let's do some test events here. All right. So we have set up. These are our two different components, some other events, some new events. And so just again, to reiterate, some other events is going to be followers and cheers. New subscription is going to be new events. So here, let me go ahead and trigger a follow event. Hey, there we go. So you see here that we have our ID, our timestamp, and the person that followed us. Oh, you know what? I guess now that I think about it, we might want to do like a friendly name or something, because oh wait, hold on, let me look at this. Yeah, see all of this content here? It comes up as a empty like placeholder there, which is no bueno, because then that just gives us extra padding for no reason. So I need to figure that out. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. But okay, so we do that. Let's try out our test bit cheer. Awesome. So our ID, our timestamp, who it's from, the message, right, and then the amount. And then finally, we're going to do our test subscription, which should pop up under some other events. And there we go. Yeah, and see, it does that. It does that weird spacing there. Like, what the hell is that? You know, it doesn't have a from. Why doesn't it have a from? That one's weird. So I thought I fixed that, but that one still does not work properly. Subscription has a from, unless there's no from, unless my backend is not sending it up properly. Let's take a look at that real quick. It definitely could be that. I have no idea. New subscription. Let me go ahead and log this out. Just to see what we're getting, because I thought this had a from, but it might not. It might not have a from. Hey, but we have data on the screen. It's flowing through. That's huge. A lot of work to get to that point. Oh, that's awesome. All right, so let's see here. We're going to check out our test subscription.
This is a test.
Ah, that's why. So we have name coming through. It's not a from property. So here we're doing event.from when it should be event.name. And message isn't coming through either. Event.message. This is a test message. Yeah, why isn't that one coming through? That's interesting too. I might have spelled it wrong. I'll double check that. But message is coming through for the other ones. Data, message. Oops. Let's go back to our subscription model on our Angular SAD. Oh, that's why, because we're not setting message anywhere. That's probably why.
I need emotion over cane. I need a numbing of my brain. I need something to take away the remains.
And this is probably coming back as name. So we'll do that too. And I think we should be good to go at that point. Hey, Seductive, what's up? Welcome back. Good day to you. How are you doing today? Okay, let's try this again. I think we should be good at this point.
Then in a hazy mid-morning daydream, I found a
Prove that.
shade.
Let's go ahead and get our sub event.
They saved me, they said.
There we go.
This is a test.
Broken Arts Club. We hate every little thing about the people that we love.
We're still missing our from.
Where the lied to, where the lost go, and it finds you. Where the lonely make the lonely feel less lonely, and we're dying to invite you to stay and take away.
I want to make sure that I actually did it correctly.
Misery loves company, so hey,
Well, I just heard from my friend and caught up with them. They're in Japan right now. Oh crap, that's cool. How are they like in Japan? Sounds like a fun time. There we go.
This is a test.
So we got our ID, our timestamp, who subscribed, the test, that's the message, the tier, or the tier, and then the resub amount. The amount, that's the one we're missing. Okay. Cool, and then if we do our follow event, still good there. Our test bit event. Awesome. We're doing it, folks, we're doing it. He likes it. He's there for 2 months, I think. Oh, wow. Sounds awesome. I'm trying to go to Japan next year, possibly. Hear a lot of cool things about it. Excuse me, I was going to sneeze. Excuse me. Okay. So I think we're good there. And that looks like it's all working. So I think the next thing that we might want to work on is I'm kind of leaving like the stylizing until the very, very, very end. Because I want to make sure that everything works properly first before I do that. I never thought about going there, but I saw they have an island of cats, so now I'm forced to go there. Island of cats? Oh my god. I would die. My allergies are terrible with cats. That's crazy. Barney, should try relocating your modem first? What? Why? What are you talking about, dude? You love cats? I have a love-hate relationship. Some cats I think are super cute, super nice, but other cats I'm like, dude, God, cats. It's just like one of those things, like, it's so annoying. But that could also be because I'm quite allergic to cats. What? Barney, what are you talking about, dude? All right. Wow, I have a lot of events in there. Your cat secretly seductive? Alright, cool. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, guys. I gotta pee really bad. I'll be right back. Thanks.
warmest night I ever felt I spent with you. You, the fireflies, they multiply, escape from you. If you say you don't know me, you don't say. But could you ever see me that way? You say you don't know now, it's okay. If you're the rock, I'm the ricochet. I'm the ricochet. If you're the rock, I'm the ricochet. The coldest night I ever felt I spent with you. You, the fire died, our hearts were bright and split in two.
Alright guys, sorry about that.
Say you don't love me, I'm too plain. You can never see me that way. Say you don't know me, it's okay. If I'm the rock, you're the ricochet. You're the ricochet. If I'm the rock, I'm the ricochet.
Alright, so what are we going to do now? First, let me remove that print statement here. We don't need this guy anymore. I don't know how he does that. Alright. Yo, Embaro, what's up? Welcome back. Haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing today? Alright, got that there.
You're the ricochet.
Okay, our events are good there.
If I'm the rock, you're my ricochet.
Yeah, I think we're super solid right now. I don't know what else we may need. I'm fine, thanks. Travel on the past weeks? Awesome.
I'm the rock,
Glad you're doing all right. Where'd you travel to, if you don't mind me asking? Is it work or vacation? Yeah, because so I think at this point, right, obviously this looks like super poopy, but I think what we can work on is adding in our I think we can start adding in like the dynamicness of it, right? So in our dashboard, we can start adding in things that will spawn new instances of each one of these guys.
maybe it's 3 a.m. Had you on my mind, it's the first time we've come
I think that's good, but I think we should commit this first.
wanting you more and more. I can't help but think of what we
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff, so let's look through this. We'll commit it, and then we'll keep moving on. Bavaria, Germany, stayed a week in London, and back in Bavaria again because we had to manage some things there. Wow, awesome. That sounds like a lot of fun. Glad you made it home safe. I'm sure it's nice to be home after a while. Digital, I've got a question. Are you going to store all of the previous events? I am not going to do that. No. So the game plan really is to have these events displayed to the screen. They're going to stay there as these event objects until I'm thinking to do like a click event. When the person clicks on the event, it should say like, okay, I have acknowledged that I have like shouted out this event or something, you know what I mean? and then it should remove it from the data structure, from the array. I think there's like, one, I don't see the need of storing the events, and two, it's like, I think it can pose a big security risk to store like these events for people in a database. I don't know, just it doesn't seem necessary to me. Yep, I'm glad we're back at home again. Awesome, glad to hear it. Welcome home. All right, event name, yeah, we did change that, so we definitely need to do that there. Okay, cool, so that's good. Dashboard component HTML. Yeah, this is our test stuff here. You should also add bulk removal, like a checkbox or selection drag box. Selection drag, yeah, that would be cool. That sounds like a good idea, actually. My thing is, though, Digital, that it should be something quick, right? It should be like a quick, like I'm reading, I'm scrolling through it, tap, 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 tap. But yeah, maybe the checkbox would be a good idea. I think that might be a cool one. Dashboard component, so here we'll just do test components. Make sure we put that there. So I'm back to Python and Java backend dev. Nice. You working on anything cool, Embero? Event list component HTML. Yeah, we did make a good amount of changes here. Now that I think about it, we're not needing any of these models at all. I'm not calling them out right now, because we're handling it as a event type. Oh, excuse me, we need this one. This is the model we do need. Okay, and then we have our event list, event cheer. That stuff is fine. Models fine. Cool. So we good. So let's check out the branch that we're in. Client data get add all. Like I know streamers like the Yogscast, they read the events out in segments as opposed to whenever they happen. So they might just want to quickly delete a bunch. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I've seen that too. That's a good point. That's a good point. Trying to think about a commit message. I always have issues here. Let's do git commit. I don't know, adding event type and tweaking event list component stuff. I don't know. That sounds good to me. I'm working on a keyless entry system and building some API bridging stuff to get data out of other systems. Oh, sweet. Sounds fun. Those are definitely useful these days. That's awesome, man. Okay, so now we're going to do the this here to actually create components. So I think, right, we have, I don't know, something, Twitch display name. We can have like div class event components. Right, it's basically going to be this list of components here. And what we can do is, I think we should have our components spawn here, right? So like, or like the button should be here, and as we spawn them, the button should be behind every new one that spawned. Digital, I have another security question. So the user has authenticated and I have their auth token. Is it better to save it or go through the login process every time they start the app? It takes less time to start up if I do the former, but it's not as safe. Yeah, so that's a good one, Digital. I was kind of going across the same deal. And my thought process was going through the OAuth once, right? And storing the auth token per session. So you start using session storage, right? And as the person during their session is making requests, that's okay to keep in that storage. But once the session is done, you clear the storage. And so every time they hit the page, they should like log back in, essentially, you know what I mean? To get that new auth token. Ellie, what's up? Hey, welcome in, welcome in. How's it going today?
Nothing simple now that I'm running after you. This life has an echo. I can hear it if I let go. She says she's a no-no, but I hope I can change her mind. But in my mind's eye, I can see myself flying over to you. What can I do? Everyone thinks I'm great apart from you. Everyone thinks I'm great apart from you. Everyone thinks I'm great apart.
Okay, so once the app closes, there's no more token and I generate on start of the app. Right, essentially you can put a, like in theory that's what it should be, but it's depending on how you have your app set up. Essentially you should just have your session set for a certain amount of time. So like your session, you can set it for an hour, and once that hour's up, right, you might be like, okay, my session should be done, let me go ahead and clear out my cookie and my storage, and then basically have them re-authenticate again. But essentially, like, they should only authenticate the app once, and every time after that, they should just have to log in, and I think your Twitch account is associated saying like, hey, I've already authenticated with this app, I'm just logging in again, and that's when it creates the OAuth token. So let's just create a button here, right? Yeah, I think we should just do that. Oh, I was typing in the wrong spot. Button. I'm going to say
Is it true that we are just a drop in the ocean?
new event list.
That they'll never care about us?
That sounds cool.
All the waves keep moving.
Should I use cookies or just store it in a variable whilst the app is running? I don't know. I would say probably do it with a session storage, like cookie storage. If you have it on a live server, there are possibilities that, I don't know, the variable may be cleared out or something like that. I don't know. It didn't seem... I didn't like it, so I was going to use session storage. And Ellie, school started again. Nice. Awesome. Hope it's going all right. Lunch break right now. Oh, cool. Got any cool lunch snacks? Let's see.
Have you ever felt like you're drowning in day-to-day life?
I'll look into it. Do it.
Well, I found a way
Oh,
out.
yeah, this one here. So I was looking for. So button click on click me. Okay. So let's do that then. And on dashboard, TypeScript. So it's blah. Just plain text in a text file is fine. Digital data. I don't know, man. I always think it's better to be safe than sorry. I don't know. You never know. I would rather go a little more into that stuff. Rice pan. I hope that's the right translation. Hey, it makes sense to me, dude. Don't worry about it. Thank you for that, though. All right, spawn event list. And I think... So how do I progress? Ooh, how do I do this? Spawn event list. This is going to be an interesting one. Spawn event list. Security is overrated. Could be for some. Could be for some. I spelled it wrong. There we go. As Telecom OS, they store user password in plain text with the excuse that their data center is bad. Wowza. Definitely sounds interesting. I'm thinking of using a JSON file system for storing the commands and player scores, but I don't know about storing other things. Well, digital, so it all depends. So like, if you're planning on persisting this across, like, when they leave the app and then come back into it, you might want to consider putting in a database to store that per user. And yeah, I mean, I think Barney was just trolling us. I don't think he was being serious. Don't worry about digital. I can make your bedrock. Okay, so I need to figure out how to insert a component into the HTML essentially, right? So insert component on button, click, Angular 5. That's pretty much what I want. Yeah, okay. No, I want a like completely other instance of it, you know what I mean? Injecting components, yeah, this might be the way to do it. Okay. Okay, well, I just basically say that it depends on home module. Okay, but it's not. Maybe search for a dynamic component loader. Yeah, it's actually not a bad idea. Thanks for that, Ellie. Appreciate that. Component templates are not always fixed. An application may need to load new components at runtime. This shows you the component factory result. Oh, whoa. Okay, so directive, blah, blah, blah. Selector, add host, export class, constructor, view container ref. Okay. So the ng template element is where you apply the directive you just made. To apply the add directive, recall selector from add.directives.ts, add host, apply the ng template without the square brackets. Now Angular knows where to dynamically load components. Ah, I see. Okay, well, I think that seems like something we can do. So what is view container though? So add directive injects view container ref to gain access to the view controller of the element that will host a dynamically added component. In the directive directory, notice the selector name add host. That's what you use to apply the directive to the element. The next section shows you how. Okay, so let's go to our, save this here. Let's go to our TS here. You need add components to define an anchor point to tell Angular where to insert components, right? The add button uses the helper directive called a to mark valid insertion points in the template. So as component does that, so let's bring in, I guess, directive here as well. Component, and then we just do directive here. So what it looks like, but we need to put a @ sign. And then we just add a selector. Joker TV has donated £422 with the message "Enjoy the money, bro." I don't think that's true, but I appreciate the message, Joker. Thanks. Makes me feel good, that's for sure. Appreciate that. So let's do selector. And we can do something here. Whoops. Event list. Does it need a comma maybe? What the? What is this? Joker, dude, you gotta relax. I'm gonna time you out for a little bit. Sorry, man. Don't need you spamming the chat with that stuff. Yo, Lithium Max, what's up? Welcome in. We are building a tool that will organize events by different types of filters. So right now we're at the point where we're trying to get the events set up, and we have them displaying to the screen in an ugly way. And now we're just trying to create these components that will store the list of events that come in and apply filters to them as they come in. Take a look at that GitHub project if you'd like. Ooh, Angular, love it. Yeah, thanks, man. You're one of the first. Not many people here are liking the Angular. Just kidding, it's only a couple people. So, can I... Oh, do I need to... Class add directive. Awesome, I'll check it out. I work on Angular in the day-to-day. It's actually fabulous. Let me know if you have any Angular questions. Yo, Lithium, thanks for that. Really appreciate that. I do have a question for you right now if you're interested. This is my first like real big project with Angular. So, all right, so I have a parent component, right? That's this guy here, dashboard component. And essentially what I'm trying to do is I'm on a button click. That would happen here. I want to generate another component inside of it, inside that component, which would be the event list component. So I found this kind of walkthrough here about dynamic component loader. Would you suggest using this way to do that? And thank you very much for the follow, my friend. Glad to have you here. Welcome to the Pixelogic team. Ellie, Angular for the win. Yeah, Angular's pretty dope. You can use component factory. Okay. Let me take a look at this. Or you can use view container ref, but I haven't used that method. Okay. Okay. Oh, so you can... selector for elements in the component, the inputs of the component creates new component. Oh, that's sick. Okay, so all you have to do essentially is on that button click, create a new component. I use component factory for page drive, fully dynamic layout. Nice. Good to know. Oh, awesome. Thanks so much for that, Lithium. Appreciate that. Yeah, this seems a lot easier than the method I was going to use. I guess the one thing I'm confused about is how does it know where to render it, right? Like, how do I know it's going to render correctly in the correct spot in my component? I guess so I need to pass it like an ID or something to render. Oh, dude, Twitch doesn't have any markdown, unfortunately. But I got you, thank you. Yes, you can use view child reference. Ooh, something else I don't know. Okay. That'll show where to paste it, or just put it. Ah, oh, dude, that's so cool. That goes in your template. Got it, got it. Oh, okay. Dude, that's awesome. Thanks so much for that. Mad props, my friend. All right, so what I usually do for awesome help, we get the mad props up in here. Mad props. And this in your component view child entry read view container of entry view container of. Okay. Seductive, I'm going to try to get more sleep. I got less than 2 hours. Have fun. Have a good stream. Thank you so much, Seductive. Thanks for coming by today. Glad you came by. Have a good sleep. Lithium, I can post in Stack Blitz if you want. Yeah, go for it, dude. I would love that if you don't mind. I would really appreciate that. Okay, so essentially, we want our ng template. Some entry. And this is where we are going to display our stuff. I was finishing around Rainbow Six. Yeah, no worries, Lithium. Thanks for getting that to me. I appreciate that. Just watch some programming on the side while you're gunning away. Dun, dun, dun. Holy, no freaking way. 10,000 bits? What the hell? Dude, oh my god. Dude, holy shit. Thank you so much. Yo, Lithium, thank you so much for that, dude. Holy crap, man. What the fuck? Dude, thank you so much. That's incredible. Thank you for that. Really, for real. Holy crap, that's really taking me off guard. Dude, you didn't have to do that. Thank you. Wow. I like to support my fellow coders. Dude, I'm the same way. Trying to, I think Twitch is a really awesome community for programming. And I think there needs to be more of us here, you know? So that's kind of my like stream philosophy, is to get people here interested in programming. But dude, thank you so much for that, really. You don't know how much that was going to help out the stream. Thank you again for that, dude. I really appreciate that. Guys, let's get some hype for Lithium. That was dope. Barney must be very triggered. Nah, man, I don't think so. And all right, Ellie. See you later, dude. Nice seeing you guys. Yeah, that's what I like, Seductive. I like to see you guys here, even if you don't know anything about it. That's perfectly fine, you know. But wow, dude, Lithium, thank you again, man. I can't say thank you enough. That is incredible. You gave me. You cheered 10,000 bits, and you gave me help. Dude, mad props. No, I'm working and Alec had enough. No, Barney, dude, I appreciate you being here. Appreciate you being here. Dude, holy crap, I'm just amazed right now. I didn't ever think I'd get that bit cheer amount, at least not now. Wow. For real, man. Much appreciated. Wow, okay. So we were here. We don't need this directive junk any longer. Let's take this out. And let's get our dashboard stuff over on this view here. So we can do our ng template there. Trying to get brownie points. If I did that map props thing, you'd appear after every line of code I wrote. Dude, you gotta give credit where credit is due, you know? Damn, that chat graphic is super nice. Did you make that? What chat graphic you talking about, friend? The one that pops up on as an overlay? Dude, I totally lost train of thought. That was very unexpected. So I'm trying to figure out what I should be doing right now. Okay. Let's go to dude, 10 what the hell? 10,000 bits for real? Also, how'd you get to program? Whenever I try to code, I just end up with my head in my hands. I've got the work experience coming in software development, and I lied about what I did on the application. So basically, I'm screwed if I don't learn a language. Well, all right. So I got into programming by actually starting at an internship in my university. I used to hate programming. I was like, I wanted to be a hardware guy. I used to want to make graphics cards. Really into that type of stuff, and I realized it just wasn't for me. And I got an internship as a front-end developer for this startup company, and I was like, I'm just gonna give it a try. Like, let's see what happens, you know. And I started it, and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. And I realized that it's something I really loved, and I started going to hackathons. I went to about 10 hackathons that year. And if you don't know what a hackathon is, it's a 24-hour event where you get to build out these different types of projects. You can win prizes, you can win tons of different stuff. And yeah, so that's where I kind of started, and I built my first iOS app at these hackathons. That did super well, and I was like, wow, it's really cool how you can create something with just a computer. You know what I mean? It's like, that part's like insane to me. And so I just started building stuff, and now I think I've really come a long way since then. I started about almost 3 years ago. So yeah, you just have to be passionate about it, you know. And we're gonna stand up, guys. Just putting the desk up. I'm gonna grab my jacket real quick. Actually, I'm a little chilly, but you just gotta have a passion for it. You gotta like it. You need to you just to work at it, you know. And like, I mean, my job entails programming, right? And I do this stuff before my job. Yeah, kind of this stuff blows my mind. Like, the thing is, I can follow tutorials, but I can never take that code and build something original with it. Yeah, the thing is that when you come up with your own projects, right? Your own projects are the things that are really help you learn, in my opinion. So like, that's why I'm kind of showing this 3-week process, right? Like, I'm building out an app in 3 weeks, and all you need to do is think of an idea and just work towards it. It doesn't have to be 3 weeks, right? Like, you can think of an idea and build it out in a year, but at least you're starting it and you're trying to figure out how to do things. And everyone can do that. Everyone can do that, man.
What was I thinking? Try to put words in your mouth. I should just leave it, and then you figure it out.
Okay, so our ng template, we need some entry point.
It's louder in the silence as I try.
Try to build something simple, things in the beginning. It's much more motivating completing a simple application than getting stuck with more complex things. Yeah, exactly. Yo, an XO, ooh, dude, I remember when you came by the other day. I love the name. Thanks for coming back. Yeah, exactly. Something very simple to begin with. Like, usually when people come in and they're like, yeah, I want to get into web development, I'm like, cool, try to build a portfolio website. So that can be like, hi, my name is blah, blah, blah. I like to do X, Y, and Z. And then you can have like 3 different navigation tabs that are like, here's one cool thing I did, another cool thing I did. You know what I mean? The small things you complete are the best ones, in my opinion. Lithium, almost don't submit. Yo, no worries, Lithium. Thank you for that. Like, for real, dude. You just really caught me off guard, so I've just kind of like froze. I was building simple things in Visual Basic and Python until my school stopped doing programming as part of our CS course because our government has stopped coursework because people were cheating. Huh. Very interesting. Well, here's the good thing. The good thing is that programming can be found anywhere and everywhere, to be honest. If you have access to Google, you're good to go. Or Bing, because some countries do not have access to Google. Okay, so we have our ng template here. Okay, but yeah, I need to use this directive, right? That's what I was thinking. Okay, cool. Stack blitz. Thank you for that, Lithium. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Okay, cool. I'm going to follow this then. So we have our hello component. Selector hello. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's bring this over here. Thanks again for that, man. Appreciate it. It was messy. Wasn't happy with it. Cool. All right, yeah. Let's see what we can do here then. Okay, so so ng template, is it always going to be just entry? This is what it looks like. Ah, okay. So it's always just going to be entry. For some reason, I thought it was a custom name. Okay. So entry there. Do that. Styles, whatever. Okay, cool. And then we have our app component HTML. Hello name. Entry. Here. View child will be entry. Oh, okay. We can change this then. It's a variable name. Gotcha. So I can change that. Read, view, container ref, entry, view, container ref. All right. So let's make sure we, in our dashboard component, we do our view child and then view container ref. Cool. And then inside of that, we'll go ahead and add this guy here, our app component. I'm going to put this up top. And we're going to call this eventless. And then our component is going to be a component ref editor. Oh, and then we need this guy too. Cool. So that's that. Component ref, factory resolver. Create this guy here. Okay. And then let type equal this dot get from component name. Get type from component name. Create component factory. Oh wait, that is not the update one. Sorry, Super. No, you're good. Thanks. Appreciate that, Lithium. I'm just looking at it. I do see some differences in it. Yeah, okay, because you bring in the my dynamic. Gotcha. That's what I thought. I'm like, I'm pretty sure this probably has to be the component that we're bringing in. Okay. So we create a component property that has type of component reference of whatever component that we're using. So also component ref. I live in the UK. I'm currently doing an OCR CS course. Oh, cool. OCR stuff is cool, man. I hope it goes well for you. I left some residue from my app. No worries. That nasty residue. It's nasty, boy. Event lists. And then we have component. Let's do event list component. Component ref. And then we're going to do it as our event list. My dynamic component. Okay. No. What's my selector on this guy called? It was event list component. Okay. Cool. And then we're going to pass in our event list component. Okay. Oh wait, what did I? Wait, what? I think I messed something up. Entry. Hold up. There we go. And then we have, I guess we can call this event list. Right, we do that on init let type my dynamic component. Cons factory to start resolver, resolve component factory. Okay, cool. And that will be on our click event then. So here is where we're going to start putting that stuff. Oh, you have to register the dynamic component in entry components on the module. Register the dynamic component in entry components on the module. So you're saying no, this is definitely helpful, Lithium, and let me tell you why. So I'm not hiding or showing components. I'm dynamically creating the component. So every time the button click happens, we're going to spawn a new component for that section. So I think your method was very useful. Yeah, you have to register dynamic and entry components on the module. Yeah, and from my understanding, you do that by using you do that in here. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But I think you register that with the. Do you have it in here? I don't think so. But it's with the directive, no? Could be wrong. I'm not quite sure. Oh, you can do something like ng4, then dynamically add to an array. Then that will add a new event list each time you append to the array. Ah, that's true. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea either. So essentially, we just create a new instance of the component, append that to the array, and then that should update it within the front end side. Okay, that's actually not a bad idea. So let's switch that up a little bit then. Don't know why this is so high up here. So we're going to want to create a property first off. That's when you do that here. Event list components, and that's going to be a array type event. And then here we can just do our oh, I guess we don't need to instantiate on init. We can just set it here as that. Okay. So let's set their event list components. Then we can go in here and say event list ng4, and we can do let component for or of the event components. Well, if you're going to make an array on your component, it only has to be an array of any arbitrary type. You can have an array of strings. Then in your template, you put event list inside the ng4. I can post a stack blitz. If you're going to make an array of your components, right, it only has to be an array of any arbitrary type. You can have an array of strings. Then in your template, you put event list. Oh, I understand. Yes. Okay, I get it. So, and that actually might be more useful because what we could do is we can put the title, like maybe there can be a section to add a title for it, and we can just put the title string in the array, and then it'll go through and pass in the title to the actual component and then set that up. Oh, gotcha.
Time the sun goes down, there's something about the moon when it's gleaming.
All right. Oh snap! And I actually have to head out. Yeah. But I'm going to literally copy and paste this so I don't forget it, and put it as a comment, just so I don't forget it, because this is a good one. I don't think I'll forget it, but you never know. Oh snap. Alright, yeah, we'll do that there. I don't want to forget that. That was a good one. And I gotta do a little bit of code cleanup a little later before I commit some of this stuff. But cool, guys. That's going to be the end of the stream for me today. If you're new here, I do love rating programmers to make sure that we keep the support going. Cool, Lithium. Thanks for that, man. I'm gonna go ahead and copy that and also save that. But yeah, so guys, stick around. Let's go say hello to some other programmers and give them some support. Lithium, dude, holy crap, man! Thank you so much for that 10,000 cheer. That was awesome. Really appreciate that. Like, for real, that's gonna really help out a lot. And yeah, I really do appreciate that. Yeah, see you guys later. Don't worry. Yeah, thanks for coming by. Yes, thank you, Digital. I won't. I'm gonna go ahead and find a programmer, and then I'll go ahead and do a raid, and we'll do a cutoff. Hey, there we are. Will any progress be made today? Probably not. Ooh, 30-day challenge. That might be kind of cool. Yeah, no, thank you, man. Thank you again. I hope to see you back. I like this one. Let's go to a day challenge. This seems pretty cool. Game dev stuff. And we'll see what happens there. Not getting much volume. Or any volume at that matter. Oh, I muted the site. There we go. All right, here we go. All right, guys. Let's give this guy a nice raid. This will be a good one for him.
So yeah,
Get adblock. I have adblock, dude. Don't worry. Awesome, guys. Thanks again. Thanks for coming out. I will catch you all next time, all right?
For the manual query.
Peace.
But yeah, everything is not done. I mean, nothing is done so far. Like, the character is just a joke. Because before I had a simple square. And my designer told me that, alright, I will do something funny and just place it there. And that's all. So, of course, these are not done yet. And this is just a placeholder for now. And not placeholder, this is just for debugging. To see if everything is working, and I have a tile that I expect under the mouse. And of course the whole UI system will change. And I have a crafting system actually implemented that if you press C